Oh, headphones.
You are tuned into KYRS 92.3, 88.1 Spokane Medical Lake. I'm Matt, and I'm here with the amazing Color Flies, aka just the Color Flies. They're in here for an in-studio session, about to give us a little preview of what they're dishing out for Spokane. How y'all doing?
We are well.
Perfect, perfect. All right, so let's just get going with things. So what song do you have for us first?
This is our new radio single courtesy of Black House Records. It's called 2%.
Perfect, perfect. All right, well, it's all you guys.
Thank you. Take it away, Matt.
Let's go. So you guys recently came off tour, is that correct?
That is correct.
Perfect. So we gotta ask, like, any particular stories that you guys want to tell, or any particular venues or nights stuck out that people of Spokane gotta know about?
There's a whole lot of sitting around and doing nothing.
I'm trying to think. I know we have good stories.
And we have
from that.
plenty of good stories.
I'm just trying
Our van could have possibly been broken into and our stuff stolen.
Was it a ninja burglary type situation?
No, we had this idea that one of us, because luckily it was a godsend that the band we were staying at was prominent enough in the area to have a rehearsal studio. That
I mean, no, just dig off the clip.
Oh.
So you can pass it around.
And we got to load our stuff into that rehearsal studio, so we didn't have to be in the van all night, or whatever.
Yeah.
But the night that we had to leave, we decided instead of going that night back to Portland, we decided to just spend the night there in Seattle again. And so we decided, okay, well, so one of us has to stay in the van. So Ripper's like, oh, I'll stay in the van, it's not a big deal. And then later on, he's like, I don't want to stay in the van by myself. And I was like, okay, well, I'll stay in the van with you. And so we're in the van. We moved the van across the street where it was supposed to be, but somebody took our spot. And so we were just laying there, and we're under a street light, so you couldn't sleep really. And this guy walks around the corner and just gives us the creepiest, most Seattle-y stare you could possibly get, right? And we're like, okay, we're going inside. We're gonna get killed if we spend the night in the van. And so we go inside or whatever, and the next day, in the area where our van would have been parked, we didn't have to move it. 2 cars were broken into, and there's stuff stolen everywhere and thrown all over the street or something like that. So.
So at least it wasn't sprawled all over the street, but
Yeah. Well, if it was sprawled all over the street, we could have picked it up. But Quest crazy stories.
Trying to think of any. I guess we had one little thing happen to me.
You lost your phone.
Yeah, that too. That it's not really much of a story.
I think it's pretty interesting.
Honestly, I'm having a really hard time thinking of any stories from the tour, but I do have one, maybe mildly interesting.
Let's hear it. People gotta know.
So after we played at the High Dive, me and River,
Is that in
of course.
Seattle?
Yes, that's in Seattle. Don't know the area because I really never had been in that area. So, anyways, me and River, of course, got kicked out because we're underage, and most of the bars in like Portland are pretty cool about that. They let us slide. Washington, I've noticed, no, there's no
No
chill.
chill.
Yeah.
No chill.
Anyways, me and River were walking down the street, and I forget what we were looking for, but we were looking for something. And I had the bright idea to ask this guy, and he's kind of a creepy guy, and I don't know why I had the thought to ask him out of all the people in Seattle. There's plenty of people to ask.
Maybe he was a wizard and he had some answers.
He kind of looked like a wizard. He kind of looked like he lived in a gutter.
Kind of looked like a lizard.
Gutter wizard, that's the thing.
He was actually a gutter lizard.
Oh, gutter wizard.
Kind of looked like a lizard.
Anyways, River was basically behind me, and I didn't notice before, but he was just like shaking his head no, like don't talk to this guy, because apparently he had already had a run-in with him. But I went ahead and did it anyways. He was clearly inebriated, like beyond anything I had ever seen.
Oh yeah.
So I couldn't understand a word he was saying, and there was some really gross, smelly stuff in his beard. So
little mystery scent.
At that point, I kind of regretted what I was doing.
But you already dove in, man.
But I already dove in, so we walked
beard?
across the street together, holding hands. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
But he did try to hold my hand. What did he say to me? He was like, oh God, I wish I could do his voice, because that was the funniest part.
Give it a try, man. Give it a try.
Oh God.
I hope it sounds like a sea cat.
Some black sling blade, something like this.
It was more like he was super drunk. So I mean, you know what? I can't do it. All
right.
But
Had to try. Had to coax you a little bit.
he said nice shirt, and then he said I love you.
Oh.
And
It's love.
I was creeped the hell out.
Love at first shirt.
So I began walking away mid-sentence, and I motioned River to follow me, and he just keeps yelling at us. We're like a block down already, and he's still talking to us. And then we notice this just innocent passerby gets stopped by him.
Yeah.
And that was probably the funniest part, because he told that guy that he loved him too, and I was
Wow.
So it wasn't
That
mean
was
anything.
I felt a little betrayed. Devin, you got any?
I don't think so.
Damn, you got plenty of stuff. Come on.
No, I don't. I
You
got
don't have
nothing.
anything?
Any fresh intel? Or maybe what even touring's like as a drummer? I know
there's
a
one
lot of
thing that's
pack up, a
pretty
lot of
funny.
loadout.
There we go.
So when we were playing at, that was 50? No, that was Brecken's. We were playing at Brecken's in Portland. And we were playing this song called Ultra Goth, which we kind of do as a jam almost with some of the parts. It's very fluid. And we had this big long outro going, and it was cool. And Matt started doing something on the mic. I couldn't really hear it because it was all so loud. I didn't know what was happening, so I just kind of went with it. Later I found out he was singing the Brady Bunch theme. That's real. It's on recording. You can see it on the interwebby. Here you go, Matt.
The worst part is I messed up the song.
It happens.
So any
It
hardcore
happens.
Marcia fans or, Alice fans are going to be highly disappointed. And that's actually, it was Maureen McCormick.
Maureen McCormick. Is
It's
that
Marcia. Yeah,
Ooh,
it is.
it's good to know. A little bit of trivia dishing out during this studio
That's the
session.
one thing I do know.
Oh, the one thing.
That's
That's
it.
it. Oh, okay.
Doesn't even play guitar anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna
Yeah.
go into a different mode. We're gonna
Perfect,
segue
perfect.
into a little
Yeah.
jaunty tune called Ben Stiller's Dexter.
Perfect. Yeah. Do you think you'd like to do 2 in a row?
Oh,
Ooh.
tic tac
Wow.
toe, 2 in a row.
Oh yeah. So it would be after Ben Stiller's. What was it? Ben
Dexter.
We're gonna play a country version of a song called Jerk Ass on our album.
Wait, we're doing that instead?
Jerk what? Jerk butt, you mean?
Jerk Butt.
Yeah, there we go.
Jerk Sass.
Jerk sass. I like that even better. Perfect.
Hey, you
All
jerk
right, so
sass.
here we are with the color flies. Out for round 2. This is Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Let's get to it.
Wait, are we playing Ben Stiller's Dexter?
We are.
Okay.
A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3.
I forgot to turn my bass up.
That turns bass on.
A 1, a 2, quest, bass up, and